Representative-elect, congratulations on the win. What was it, 100 votes, I think, separated you to roughly 100 or so votes. What does this win say about the state of Republican politics in Texas?
I think what it states is that the voters have spoken. This is truly just a win for the constituents of House District 2. Really nothing more than that. We have gone 8 months without a representative, and it's been a long time, and many of them have been really upset about not having representation in the House and in the district. And so truly this is a win for them.
Are you surprised it was so close?
No, not at all. I knew it was going to be close. That was one of the things I was telling voters as I was talking to each and every one of them. I was saying that each and every vote was going to count, and it would be close, and we needed every single person who was for me to actually go out and vote.
Were you concerned at all?
Of course I was.
Your opponent has the population
close.
Center in Greenville, and
Sure.
you were working the rural areas pretty hard.
Sure. We were working Greenville too. We worked everywhere. We put forth a tremendous effort. The real credit goes to the supporters, the volunteers, the campaign team. We gave it absolutely everything we had, and then we gave some more. I mean, up until the very last moment, we were searching for voters who are for us to push them to the polls.
Governor Greg Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton, of course, as you know, backed your opponent. You had House Speaker Dave Phelan, former Governor Rick Perry supporting you. Have you spoken to Speaker Phelan since the win?
Actually, I spoke to him last night. He called me last night to congratulate me and welcome me to the House.
What was that like?
It was a good conversation. He was very polite, very professional. It was a short conversation, just a welcome, and we look forward to working with you. And I said, thank you very much.
You're going to have to do this all over again in a month on Super Tuesday, and the turnout on Super Tuesday is going to be a lot higher than it was for the special election on Tuesday. How challenging do you expect that to be?
We're looking at this just like we did the February election on Tuesday. We are going to give it everything we have, and then we're going to give it some more. We're going to work really, really hard to get our supporters to the polls.
Is the higher turnout on Super Tuesday going to help or hurt you, though?
I believe it will help me.
How so?
I think more people are going to be coming to the polls that know me now. They're getting used to my name. I've got name recognition, name ID. Most of them are just rational Republicans that are working really hard just to provide for their families. They're conservatives. They just want representation that is going to pay attention to people in the district and listen to them. And frankly, they're not concerned about any proxy war. They're not concerned about what's going on within the party. They just want good representation that's going to listen to them and help them.
Did you see this as a proxy war at all?
There's things going on in our party, but again, our constituents at the doors and talking to voters and supporters, they're really not interested in that. They are interested in securing the border, lowering property taxes, and then making a change in the White House in November. They're very concerned about that.
Your Republican opponent accused you of stealing this seat. Brent Money's, taking the page from Donald Trump on that. Have you spoken to Brent Money since the election?
No, I have not. And that is absolutely ridiculous. I won the 2 counties that have the most Republicans in those counties that carried Trump. He won the county that is mostly Democrats. Even Trump received 10% of a Democrat vote, and I just reject that. I have no control over who comes out in a special election, especially in a runoff. And we have a tremendous amount of conservative support, and we just made sure that we got out there and got them to the polls.
School vouchers, obviously one of the biggest issues in this race. Last time we had you on the program, we talked about that. One of the clearest dividing lines, obviously, between you and your opponent. To make sure that I'm clear, and for voters in District 3, do you support giving parents tax money to go to public schools if there is accountability on how that money is spent?
Yes, I do.
Accountability is the main word, right?
Accountability, but I support Governor Abbott and his plan, and it includes accountability. I think the main clear differences, though, between me and my opponent is that I have extensive school board experience. I have experience with public education funding. I have experience listening to parents, to teachers, to students. and I'm a great listener, and I will listen to everyone and respect everyone's opinion, no matter whether they're with me or we disagree. But I also have an extensive record and experience with teacher retirement system. We have a very clear cut difference between those two. TRS is very solvent. It's the strongest retirement system in the state of Texas, and he has said that he is for changing that to a defined contribution plan, and I am very strong and I'm consistent that we need to keep that a defined benefit plan.
You mentioned that you support Governor Abbott. Which way would you have voted on the bill last year that had so many Republicans in this party divided?
It was a really good, all of those bills, I think I could have supported any of them. They had accountability in them, but they also had a lot of things that public education needed, like increasing the student allotment.
Would you have voted for it?
Yes, I would have voted for it.
What do you expect to be doing differently over the next month, leading up to Super Tuesday?
I don't think we're going to be doing anything differently. We're going to keep pushing hard, just like we did in round 2 and in round 1. Like I said a minute ago, we're going to give it everything we have, and then we're going to give it some more.
Legislature doesn't meet again until next year, so what do you do over the next 10 months? Because you have the remainder of this term. Are you going to be in Austin at all?
We're going to be, I guess what we're going to be doing is setting up offices and start helping constituents. I've already started helping a couple of issues out in the district.
Already?
Even before I was actually elected. So I'm going to get to work on those 2 issues in particular, helping constituents and just meeting some of their needs. And also I'm going to be making my rounds to the agencies and a lot of the local businesses, just to continue to build relationships, get to know them, find out what everyone's needs are, and then just putting people with people.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much.